Howdy, everybody. I am back from vacation, and it is time to get my butt back into streaming this week. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm BethAnime19. Welcome to the stream. I'll introduce myself again. I'm BethAnime19. Y'all can call me Beth or Bethan. It doesn't matter. My pronouns are she, her. I'm an aspiring voice actress, cosplayer, gamer, Twitch affiliate, streamer. And tonight we're catching up on some Final Fantasy 16. Hope everybody had a good week. I haven't been here since I haven't been here since 2 weeks, so it's been a hot minute, long time no see everybody. Hope everybody has been doing well. I had a pretty great trip and had a lot of fun on vacation, so we're just gonna, like I said, catch up on 16. Sit back, relax, enjoy the stream. No! I have not bought the DLC stuff that was announced at Game Awards yet, but probably later in the week, maybe we'll cover it, but I don't know yet. We're gonna see how far we get to, because from what I've been looking at in walkthroughs, I have like 7 hours left in the game without doing the side quests, so yeah, we'll see. But sit back, relax, enjoy the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo! I know, we got the DLC. I'm excited because when I buy it, you get the Buster Sword. I'm excited. Increases claws. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, they released the part 1 of the DLC. When it came out during the Game Awards. And then in spring is when we're gonna get the part 2 DLC for the next one, which is, from what I heard, the second DLC is gonna be long. So, and then the first one that just came out is about 3 hours, so yeah. My goal is my goal right now is just to maybe try to finish this game before the end of the year. Like, that's why I'm doing a double Final Fantasy 16 stream this week, and then maybe next week do a whole...
Tell me you saw that.
Do a whole week of Final Fantasy 16 streams, but on just... I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, because I do want to finish this game soon.
Should call back the scouts.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine.
As
long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Yeah, what's the good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine.
Well, if we want to talk good news, Clive,
oh no, I'm just
your
a
bitchy
messenger.
mama's dead.
I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Also, hi. Hi, Allison. chat a bit.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled
Never mind, you
wells
don't have
and
enough.
fueled
Don't have enough what?
furnaces.
Gems?
Now
Jades?
nothing but
What,
pretty
Allison?
shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's
Wishing in
necks
Honkai or
cast
Genshin?
nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince
rings.
themselves
Oh,
that the end of days
rings.
is upon
Okay.
us.
Okay.
But I fear a swift
Oh,
end.
I got confused.
is
I was
more
like, I
than
thought
we
you
can
said when you
hope
said you don't have enough. I was
While
like,
most
what?
of the world thirsts for
There you go.
ether,
Thank you, Grace. Well,
the remainder
also, hi,
drowns
Grace.
in
Welcome.
it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off
Star
Storm.
time going on? Yep.
The world, in short, is in chaos.
That's what's going on.
It would
The world is in
seem our
chaos.
civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing,
Who?
but
Chocobo
pitchforks and
thieves?
palisades
How
will
dare!
do little to stall an army's advance.
Who steals
Should
the
the King of Olu
chocobos?
deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
She's definitely got the librarian voice. Yeah. She kind of does a little bit.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters.
You're gonna get food now, so peace. All right,
But I
peace,
dare say
Allison.
you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates and talk of monsters roaming the hills
thank
outside
you,
of
Grace.
Northreach just put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It's no.
It
It's
fucking
pours.
pours. The curse breakers are spread
said it
thin, taking
snores.
stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Let's buggy. What are we waiting for? Let's boogie. Welcome in.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought
shall.
you'd never offer. Now,
But thank you
where
so
I
much for
need
the
you
follow, I
is the
appreciate
Fallen
it.
Gate. That's where the fighting is
welcome in.
fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not. Not a chance.
Oh wait, Ambrosia. Duh.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Clive, wounded.
Here come the monsters.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Get down here. Yay! Level up.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If if you've come to rob this place.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
I can't take much more of this.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Hello, Wade.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
Probably need some
We
help.
thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Looks like a turtle!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty. Nice try. There you go. Nice try.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Nice try. Something's coming.
Man, they just keep coming and coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Farewell. I almost thought Jill was gonna finish that off, almost. Not gonna lie.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Hi.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire?
What?
I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Welcome to the club.
Cid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Let's see what the hubbub is all about.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Wow.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
That's a good question.
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
I'm just like, you would do the better talking better than Clive here.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
Like,
My shop. Why would anyone?
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. And here he is now.
You better not be arguing,
Natalie,
I swear.
allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
Wow.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly.
Wow.
We'll be back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Alrighty. On to the third problem. First, I'm gonna swap out Garuda with Bahamut. To the next one.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then a wall won't stop them. I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood. Then we're next.
I can't do it.
But you can.
My lord. My lady.
Isabel?
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
Yeah.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Huh.
Ultimus thralls.
Of course.
And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things.
We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to.
Want to say hi to chat?
Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk.
Come say hi to chat.
Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
Come on.
I'm listening.
Come on, big boy.
I'll have a word with him.
Oh, uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ah, Clive.
Sure I don't hit the mic.
I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly.
Good boy.
Sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air.
You want to
And
get
perhaps they
camera
did.
time too.
It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
You want to sit in my lap and while I watch you play? Want to sit and watch me play?
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even...
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I'm sorry. I truly am.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Was that just a straight up wolf whistle that Clive did just to bring out Ambrosia?
Run like the wind.
I love Ambrosia so much. She's a good chocobo.
He's a good chocobo. Right? You're like... He's just straight up looking at me and staring at me. And he's like,
Quit looking at the game and pay attention to me.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me! Save your strength.
Yeah, I like Bahamut.
Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Ooh.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Interesting.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
And we got everybody's problems done.
Our friend seemed...
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Joshua!
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon.
Like a persona.
Nigh limitless power.
Oh, the chosen
that is
one
at once
cliche. I know,
hugely
right?
limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You have the power of the wild
You
card.
are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do
Making
not
too many
end
persona
there.
references in this.
The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
Yeah, he sealed Ultima.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost.
Oh, what's that price?
We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
He was trying
it was that
to
or
save
let him
you
take
guys.
Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
We gotta go save them.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
Let the boy
You
join
don't think
us.
I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Yay!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Let's roll.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canver was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Run like the wind.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Good girl.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Oh my god! Don't say that about your brother, Joshua.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful. We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
That'll do, girl. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Nope, that's her.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
So the Undying are like ninjas in a way.
Lady
Okay,
Yote.
yeah, pretty much. From the way they're describing it.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Join us, though.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Barnabas!
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
That scream.
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Damn, look at that
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy
All
of
them
salvation.
dead. Yep. With one strike.
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Ooh, this is creepy. Even with this organ in the background.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
What any other villain wants?
tapestry.
World domination,
Show them.
probably.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be
Why
gleaned
does
from the
Ultima's,
image
like,
itself.
that silhouette remind me way too
None
much
could
of
tell me what the
Sephiroth
one
as
in the Apodatory
with
meant.
Angel and-
Even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yotei of the lake?
By all means.
Yotei, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Kiss her. Ah! I read it's fine.
Farewell,
I was like, kiss her.
my lord,
And then he kisses
my lady.
her on the forehead.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Cool.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua
Cyril
Rossfield,
from
keeper of the
Fire
Flame of the
Three
Phoenix,
Houses?
and rightful Archduke
The
of
name
Rosaria.
just sounded familiar. I'm like,
I entrusted
man.
Cyril here, with
Name's
overseeing the
Forensic
investigation into Ultima's
Back in Fire
origins.
Emblem Three Houses.
Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Oh!
For as long as you bear it, members of
down.
if
Oh
there
my
is nothing
God.
further.
No. You are dismissed.
Oh, did I just skip the I'm so sorry.
It's a Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities and the sea.
Come on.
Yeah! Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Thank you, Joshua, for telling me I'm going the wrong way.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Thanks, Gal. Slow. Good girl.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
Oh, they're thinking
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
knew Joshua was such a charmer? I know! I was like, ooh, I'm a little blushy.
Uncle Byron.
Oh!
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Aww, Uncle Byron.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
Joshua being a little
That's
charmer
what it
on
looked
mid,
like.
I will say that was kind of cute.
Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Bro, this game's
Your
got
man
me like
here
falling for
speaks
too
true,
many men in
Clive.
this game.
We saw more than
I
a
don't have a
few in
problem.
the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
Ultima.
What of the city? The people?
Oh no! Sorry!
Mostly.
Mostly, but not
I pressed
all.
the wrong
A
button.
handful
That
managed
was
to
my
lock
bad. I'm
themselves
so
in their
sorry.
villas before the
I'm so
horde
sorry.
arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place,
I am so
a few
sorry.
bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here. There may still be survivors inside. Where are they? These creatures. Those Optimus regions down this far. What the hell is going on here?
Where is your master? What does he want?
He wants you!
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield. Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
Nice try. Nice try.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one.
Of course.
Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
vessel is strong.
Bye-bye.
My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Oh no.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Oh, hello, Barnabas.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
What was the theme?
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Oh, that guitar!
Try it.
I'm so glad this game won Best Score in Music.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oh my god. Jill. Don't do this.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Oh, Torgal got his sword. It's so cute.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
No. Still alone. Barnabas, you're just being possessed by Ultima.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we're up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he?
Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
It's okay, Joshua. It's not your fault.
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
Girl, you hardly know. Excuse me, ma'am. That is her. Clive is Jill's childhood best friend.
Wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake. My boy.
Yay!
Oh.
And main characters
All
don't
I want to
die.
do is help. And the world won't save itself.
What the fuck happened
It was
to Jill?
Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
What if Jill is
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
Fuck.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
Oh, fuck.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
How do you know that?
The ether of her icon endures.
Oh, okay.
And as long as it does, we can be
Thanks for
certain
answering my
she
question,
is alive.
Joshua.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
if you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Alright. Let's save and call it a night. Alright. That's where I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night. Thank you everybody who stopped by and the new follow. Grace, thank you for modding. So Thursday is gonna be an interesting because I finally figured out how to stream PS3 games on OBS. I had to do some tinkerings. Shout out to Francis for giving me a bunch of advice. So yeah, so we're gonna test it on Thursday afternoon. I'm gonna be playing Persona 3 Reload. Oh, not Reload. Oh God, no. See, I'm getting tired that I'm losing my wording. Persona 3 Fez. Oh my God. Reload's not even out yet. What the fuck is wrong with me? Persona 3 Fez. And, Friday night will be Goodbye Volcano High. Gonna continue on that. And then Saturday, we're gonna continue on with some more Final Fantasy 16. And, maybe dive into DLC. I don't know yet, but, I don't know. But nonetheless, you have a good night. I'll see you guys Thursday afternoon for Persona 3. Stay safe, stay hydrated, spread the love. See you guys Thursday. Bye.